I've played Fall Guys for the past 2 years, and I even was streaming it regularly.
What? What?
But after a little while, and a very decent amount of time spent on the game, I've had a need for a new challenge. Something that would bring back my excitement. I've played various games in the past, mainly Nintendo games, and a few of you know me for some of my Super Mario Maker achievements, like winning an official Nintendo contest or uploading one of the 100 hardest levels in the game. That begs the question, what else could I possibly aim for after such achievements? Yep, you're right, it's almost like you've read the title of this video. When I was a Mario Maker player, I would mainly play precision levels, which is basically the kind of levels where the main difficulty is avoiding obstacles and jumping in tight gaps. Basically the kind of levels most players would either avoid after looking at a few videos of those, or throw their single monitor through the window after 5 hours of unsuccessful attempts. Which led me to look at what precision levels people have made over my 2-year break, and I was quite surprised at what I had seen. But one level that specifically got my interest is a new Super Mario Bros. U style level made by Arc, which is as long as a single screen with 5 coins to collect and about 12 jumps, which all require you to be either really good at the game or dedicated to improve at the level. Considering I had just picked the game, I had to relearn how some things work, and some things in this level are quite technical to execute. I had to recreate the level in the editor, learn each jump individually, until I could finally get started on what would be my hardest completion in this game, in the top 80 hardest levels made in Mario Maker 2. The level starts with that one mantra dropping on your face, and a very tight controlled duck jump while avoiding that stack of spinies and sneaking under this plant. After a difficult turnaround, I will line up around the right side of the block to jump on the other direction with a timed twirl to avoid those enemies. After that, I'm sliding off this cloud block with enough speed to not step on the boo below it, to land under this icicle and get that first coin in. After clearing that side, I'm returning on the cloud block, while jumping at the exact height just below the upper bridge and right above the spike. I don't want to die, neither do I want getting soft lock in the level. Anyway, I'm getting the second coin and landing on the P-switch that will unlock the right side for 9 seconds. That one part seems very straightforward, but it requires a buffered input, which is basically executing an action before the previous one is done. In this case, a buffer jump means slightly pressing the jump button before landing from my previous jump, which shortens the time in which I'm gaining height. This technique is mainly used to jump lower than intended. So after buffer jumping between those tight obstacles with enough speed, I'm chaining 2 extremely precise jumps to the right side in a short time. Both of these require enough momentum to get through, without getting hit by either the plants on the left side of each jump, or that insanely tight gap between the spiny shell below and the grinder above. I'm landing on this nut block while making sure to ground pound to cancel my momentum, and smashing that enough block which triggers another P-switch. After that, you just have a few frames to jump back to the nut block, and precisely control your momentum to get through this nightmare. Now it's time for the most nerve-wracking jump in history, this thing. You can die in many different ways, essentially by ground pounding too early or too late, twirling too late, or just while jumping way too high. It is also great to note that you will only have 9 seconds to get this coin from hitting the nut block to the right side. Not gonna lie, I hated that one. After getting the second last coin, all you have to do is falling onto an ice block right under this terrifying plant and jump at the right time to not hit the spike on the ground or the plant right above you. Get awkwardly close to this boo while the twomb below is falling. Ground pound cancel a bit close to this plant, get the last red coin and wall jump on that yellow thing I forgot the name of, and bonk your head on that on-off switch to land right in front of the door. After all of this, I just use this moment to feel badass and speedrun my way to the flag, and process that I've cleared the hardest NSMBU precision level in the game. After about 25 hours of grinding and a whole week of trying to not die on the same jumps over and over, would I say it was worth the grind? Yes. Am I insane for going for such levels in Mario Maker? I've already heard that. But regardless, I recently found enjoyment playing this game again. And now that I'm de-rested, I decided that I will go for something even crazier for my next grind, which I will be streaming on my second Twitch channel. So if you enjoy this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me a lot. As for myself, I'll see you very soon for more grinding.